Reactions and counter-reactions have continued to trail the controversial party convention held by the opposition Labour Party in Nnewi, Anambra State on Wednesday. Some factions of the party, including the hierarchy of the Nigerian Labour Congress, had said the present executive of the party had no authority to hold such a convention. The conveners of the convention also kept moving the venue of the convention, leading many to believe they were trying to throw a smokescreen over it.
Eventually held their much disputed convention. But the Labour Party is a party in disarray, with objections from the Nigeria Labour Congress, a founding force within the party, and other party members. Their growls that the Julius Abure-led executive no longer had the executive powers to organize the elections. The fact that delegates had not been invited to come and take part in the voting of a new executive was another problem. One factional member told AIT NewsHour the convention was a sham.
The convention, purported convention, even though it took place, it was an illegal action by all standards.
Why do you say that?
Well, see, there are rules as to how a convention. Ideally, a convention marks is the epic of a political party's transition activity. Ordinarily, there should have been certain processes. For instance, the election of the ward, the local government, the states, executive, ultimately the delegates. So it is this combination of people that decide at the National Convention to elect the NWC members. So none of this was done because we are the subsisting National Working Committee members elected from the 10th June 2019 National Convention. So if you look at the list that Barrister Julius Abure paraded for NWC, you will find out that 95% of all elected NWC members from the last National Convention, none of them was there, no.
Several notable absences from the convention also raised eyebrows. The LP's presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, has openly voiced his support for the embattled Julius Abure, but he was noticeably absent from the convention, even though it was held in his home state. Also conspicuous in his absence was the party's only elected state governor, Alex Oti of Abia State, though his deputy, Ikechukwu Emetu, was present. Add to that the fact that sources within the Independent National Electoral Commission, or INEC, have told AIT that the electoral body was not informed of the convention, despite Section 82, subsection 5 of the electoral law, which states inter alia that failure of a political party to notify the commission of its convention shall render the convention, congress, conference, or meeting invalid. Notwithstanding, the convention was held, and Abure, along with his executive, were re-elected unopposed by a unanimous vote of the delegates present.
By the powers bestowed upon me as the chairman of this very convention, I hereby declare Barrister Julius Abure.
I want to express my deepest appreciation and gratitude to all the delegates to this national convention for the trust and the confidence reposed in us to continue as members of the national committee.
But with all the issues surrounding this convention, it remains to be seen if results will stand in the short run, but more importantly and long term, could the crisis now rocking the Labour Party prevent it from being the political force in 2027 that it was in 2023?
And joining me now is our guest, a political correspondent, Ogie Ihemekwe, to look at the issues surrounding this convention. Ogie, you're welcome on the program.
Thank you for having me.
And very quickly to the major issue. This convention, how would you describe it? Is it legal or illegal?
Where you ask if it is legal or not legal. This morning, the people who were at the convention yesterday returned to Abuja. I tried to make contact with them to appear here on this very program before I come to this very studio. They could not able to oblige that. When you talk about whether legal or not legal, it has to depend with the rule that is in place. the Electoral Act, which says they should give a notice of that convention within 21 days. And from the Labour Party, these were actually given notice. I have some letters that were shared with me that were giving notice even when they want to change their venue.
They gave notice to who now?
To the INEC.
Okay,
Do you know
the
that
Labour Party had already notified the
INEC? But yesterday, INEC was not present at that very convention. So that is the issue. Because if INEC was not present, is another topic entirely. Because the Chief Press Secretary, Rotimi, has confirmed that INEC is not aware of that convention. You know, before they went into this convention, it was when the time, was backdated for this convention. Supposed to have held on the 29th of this month. But it was backdated because of the Easter period. So the situation now is now cumbersome. Before they went for that convention, it was the NLC that picked the Labour Party to say, no, you can't hold convention. A convention is not a secret court that they were not aware. No, the Labour Party executive did not inform the NLC, although the Labour Party says...
I know there has been this tussle between the NLC and the Labour Party over the ownership of the party.
Good. What the Labour Party says is that NLC, yes, if they want to be members of that party, let them be carrying members. That was their defense. But the issue now is why the sudden change in venue that they need to...
Yes, I was going to get to that point. Why was the Labour Party, why did they keep changing venues from one point to the other as if maybe they're going to throw a smoke screen to cover the stuff so that nobody really knows what they're doing? That was what it seemed like, because the venue was multiple times changed.
Yes.
Did they keep writing letters to the INEC while they were changing these venues?
But the last venue where the convention was held yesterday, I don't have any letter to that. The first letter that was written to INEC for the notice, I think they shared that letter with me. I have that letter. The second one for the second venue, in Abure State, that was supposed to have been held in Abure State, it was sent on the 13th of March. So I also have that letter. It was sent to INEC that we have changed the date, and they also changed the venue to Abure State, which the venue is supposed to have been in Asaba in the first place, the first one. The second one was supposed to be in Abure State, which was also communicated to INEC.
And
the third one, I'm trying to know how it was done. It was held in Anambra State yesterday.
Held in Anambra State yesterday. Was there any letter to that effect intimating the INEC that we have gone back, we've moved it back to Anambra State?
Well, that is exactly what I need to also find out, because from the 13th, at least from the Electoral Act, at least 7 days notice if you are changing a venue or changing date next. So I wouldn't know within those few days if they were able to communicate to the Independent National Electoral Commission on that time. So I want to also put it into notice is that the contention now is that Labour Party, the last convention they had was 2019. That was in Nasarawa State, in Kefi. That was when the former national chairman, Abdulsalam Abdulkadir, emerged as the national chairman of that very party. He died on December 2020 when Maria Lebeke was acting, until when they went to Benin City in 2021. Julius Abure was elected.
When they merged, yeah?
Yes.
And after then, this is the first convention.
Yeah, this is
which is still in contention.
Yeah, it's still in contention.
Thank you very much, Ugi, for being on the program.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to other stories now.